The UOB One account has been a rather popular account because of its attractive interest rates of 5% effectively if you fulfill the following criteria, right? Such as crediting 1,600 of your monthly salary via GIRO-SALARY or PAYNOW-SALARY, and the other condition is to make a $500 spending on eligible credit cards. Now you see, out of all these eligible debit and credit cards, there are 3 credit cards, specifically UOB Ladies, UOB One and UOB EVOL. And for the purpose of this video, I would exclude UOB Ladies for comparison because like more than 50% of my audience are male and they likely cannot apply for the UOB Ladies card. But that's okay, we still have 2 more credit cards, right? So between the UOB One and UOB EVOL, which card should you use if you want to clock your $500 of spending in order to get that 5% effective interest on your UOB One account? Now, for those of you who do not know what this effective interest rate of 5% on UOB One account is, let me fill you in here. Basically, you just fulfill that 2 conditions that I mentioned above, you can get 5% up to your first $100,000 on the UOB One account. And if you think that is a very little amount, then let me show you some calculations. Because if you take 5% multiplied by $100,000, that is 5K of interest per year. And if we divide that $5,000 by 12 months, we will get a monthly interest of $417. All this is just semi-passive income, right? You just have to fulfill those few simple conditions and you can get over $400 of passive income every month. I'll take it, man, over $400 easily with no risk, you know. But maybe you will laugh at 5% return per year because you are a professional investor or trader. But before you even start to invest or trade, you need to have a platform, right? And in order to have a platform, I think a zero cost brokerage or platform will be the best for you. And that's where comes my sponsor. I told you all, right? Good opportunities don't last forever because the previous $150 promo for Webull has been gone. So now don't miss the current Webull offer because they are giving you 5 free stocks that are worth up to $500 when you place any amount of deposit and hold your funds for at least 30 days. Now you will get 5 lucky draw spin chances and you get from $10 to $100 per spin of fractional stocks from companies like Tesla, Apple, Amazon and Google. So with 5 lucky draw spins, you can get up to $500 worth of fractional shares if you are that lucky enough. To be super clear, there is no more complicated requirements like buying some US stock or mutual funds or that kind of thing. To add on, Webull has finally launched their short option feature, which means that you can now do sell option strategy like cash secured puts or covered call or even iron condor option trading strategies if you are that experienced in options. So hurry up and click on my referral link down below or scan the QR code right here to get your Webull account today. Alright, so let's compare between the UOB One Visa card versus the UOB EVOL Visa card. Which card should you choose in order for you to clock that $500 of minimum spend? So let's start with the UOB One Visa card first. You do get 3.33% of base cashback if you spend a minimum of $500 for 3 consecutive qualifying months, and you need to hit a minimum of 5 transactions per month in order to qualify for it. So you see, that is a few criteria here, right? $500 of minimum spending per month, 5 transactions per month and consecutive for 3 months. But don't think about it too complicated because it's easier than it seems. And the other additional benefit is that you have this thing called additional cashback merchants. Okay, short form I call it ACB merchants lah. So what this ACB merchant does is that it gives you additional cashback from 1% to additional 5%. Okay, for example, one of these ACB merchants is like Shopee or Grab. If you spend a lot on these 2 merchants, these 2 Singapore local companies, right, I think it will be a very good cashback now because it gives you additional 5% on top of that 3.33% base cashback. And the other one is Dairy Farm International Group companies like Giant Supermarket, Cold Storage, 7-Eleven, Guardian, all these kind of neighborhood shops that you will frequently shop at to buy groceries, pharmaceutical products, or even like 7-Eleven, right? Sometimes you just need a convenience store. That is an ACB 5% merchant as well. And even your Simply Go bus and MRT rides, that is an ACB merchant. So you get 8.33% if you pair up 3.33% base plus 5% additional. That's not all, you know, because even your SP utilities, okay, you pay for your electricity, your water, your gas bill, all combined under SP utility. Maybe you spend like $100 to $200 a month on utilities. That's an additional 1% cashback. So net effective is 4.33%. So you tell me, if you spend so much on these additional cashback merchants, can you easily hit $500 a month, and can you easily hit 5 transactions per month? I think the answer is quite obvious, right? If you spend a lot on this ACB merchants, most likely you'll exceed 5 transactions per month. Even the Simply Go bus and MRT, you just take for 5 days, you already clock 5 transactions already. But the thing about this UOB One Visa card is that your cashback is not received every month. You have to wait after 3 consecutive qualifying months, then the cashback will be awarded after that qualifying quarter. And if you did not make any spend after that qualifying quarter, your cashback will not come in. So don't think like you spend finish 3 months, where's my cashback? Why never come in? It's because you have to keep spending lah. That's their method to keep enticing you to spend on the card. And of course, don't be fooled by that 10% headline cashback, because there is a cap on the ACB. Okay, I won't go into the specifics, but to make your life easier, just remember that this is an 8.3% effective cashback card, 3.33% base and 5% additional cashback. Okay, the next one is the UOB EVOL Visa card. EVOL is like love spelled backwards for your info. So the headline rate says you get 8% cashback on both mobile contactless and online transactions. Of course, that is just a clickbait, right? 8%, how can it be? Because there is cashback cap of $20 per online and per mobile contactless. So you see, $20 cashback cap at 8%. What is the effective spend? That is only $250. $250 each for online and mobile contactless, totaling up to $500 spend, right? Seems like a nice number, just nice hit the $500 for UOB One. Wrong, because in order to earn that cashback, you have to hit a minimum spend of $600. So you see, where is your next $100 going to be at? You still have to spend in eligible categories. Doesn't mean you spend in non-eligible categories. So in order to get that full $40 of maximum cashback, you still have to spend maybe $300 mobile contactless, $300 online. In the end, your effective cashback is $40 divided by $600. You get 6.7%. 6.7% will be the effective cashback. Definitely not the 8% headline cashback that they are telling you. And to be super clear, if you use Visa PayWave on that card itself, it doesn't get you that cashback because they specifically said mobile contactless. So you have to add that EVOL card into your mobile phone, be it your iPhone for Apple Pay, Samsung phone for Samsung Pay, or your other Android phones for Google Pay. Then it will be eligible. Now, if your head is getting painful from all these very difficult terms and conditions, then at least you can come to my Honey Money Telegram group lah. There will be a group of community experts helping you out. Just ask your question. Make sure you search the toolbar first and watch my video first before you ask, because most of this has been addressed in my videos. But you can join my group here at Honey Money SG. So then, how to decide whether you should go for UOB One or UOB EVOL? I think it's quite a different demographic. Let's start with those people who should go for UOB One first. Like I said, for UOB One previously, your lifestyle need to be circled around these ACB merchants. Like you shop a lot on Grab, on Shopee, on Dairy Farm International Merchants. Maybe there is a giant supermarket near your house and you always go there to buy your groceries. Then that will make perfect sense. Or if like your utility bills is like $200 SP Power, then you only need $300 more for that daily spend, right? I think that's easy enough. And the fact is that you need to track your spending for 3 qualifying months in order to earn that 3.33% base cashback. Not even counting the additional cashback yet. So if you miss out 1 month, maybe 1 month you spend like $499. In the next month, don't think that you spend like $510, you can cover it already, because 1 month you never hit $500, your entire 3 months of cashback is gone. Okay, your qualifying quarter is gone. And you should also go for UOB One if you can only make a max spend of $500. Okay, like around $500 lah. Because for UOB EVOL, you do need to hit a minimum of $600 spending, right? That's what I talk about. For people who should really choose UOB EVOL, it means that you can minimally spend $600 a month. And your transactions are mainly circled around mobile contactless and online spend. So that will also have an impact to your lifestyle one. When you go and choose at places to dine in, places to buy your things at, you will subconsciously go to a place where the mobile contactless machine is available for you to pay via your mobile, because you want to earn that cashback ma. Then at the same time, you want to earn that effective 5% interest from UOB One. And you also look for ways to pay online, because there's another qualifying category for UOB EVOL. So you see, your lifestyle will change depending on what card you choose. And if you remember, UOB One Visa does not have that requirement to be mobile contactless or online one. It can be anyhow one. Okay, any spend, as long as you spend on the card, is eligible already. So then you will ask, what about me? How will I choose between UOB One or UOB EVOL? I will give you the straight answer is that I will choose UOB EVOL, because firstly, I think that $40 cashback is much easier to attain than that 3.33% very little cashback. You see, 3.33% multiplied by $500, that's only $16.67 per month, okay, versus my $40 per month on UOB EVOL, you know. And don't forget, UOB One, you need to clock 3 times, 3 months. So that is $50 for 3 months. That's why you divide by 3 is 16.7. So in order to find the break-even point, you will take $40 minus that 16.67 in order to find out how much ACB spend you need to at least match UOB EVOL's cashback. So you use 40 minus 16.67 divide by that 5% additional cashback. That will mean you need to spend at least $467 per month on ACB merchants to make sure that you can at least match UOB EVOL, you know. Matching only, never say surpass yet. So can you spend $467 on ACB merchants every month? I don't think I can but if you can, then good for you. You should use UOB One. But the other case is that UOB One also have categories of $1,000 and $2,000 spending. So if you're already hitting that high cashback tiers, then I think it makes no sense to go for UOB EVOL, because you are already used to spending $1,000 or $2,000 every month to hit 3 consecutive months. So there's no change in your lifestyle. You don't have to switch to UOB EVOL as well. So what about you? What are you using between UOB One or UOB EVOL? Or even you are not using the UOB One account because you are afraid of credit cards and you don't like to spend on credit cards. Then maybe you can take a look at my review video between UOB One versus OCBC 360, where I help you source out another bank account for high interest savings without the need of credit card spending.